Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is John McGrath. I'll be your auctioneer today. Along with my colleague James Dack, we'd like to welcome you back to Republic Tower. This is the most important auction and we appreciate the great attendance that we've had and inquiry over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd certainly like to thank the vendor for the opportunity to represent the sale here today. It is indeed an honour. And we'd firstly like to welcome back the interested buyers, of which there are many. We'd like to commend you on your astute judgment in arriving here today to compete for this magnificent property. And to the rest of you as well that aren't here to bid, but perhaps are here to encourage or just witness this important sale, we'd also like to thank you for your attendance because it's your presence here that adds significant excitement to the event. So we certainly do appreciate your interest in coming along here today to the sale. Ladies and gentlemen, every so often a very special and important opportunity in sale comes along, and there is such an event here before us today, the sale of the Republic Tower, apartment 2401. I think this apartment and indeed this building represents the new Melbourne, the vibrant cosmopolitan lifestyle that's now available here in metropolitan and in fact in the central business district of Melbourne itself. Several years ago, the architect, Nonda Katsalidis, whose reputation of course precedes him, was given a council car park on a very unique position, north-facing, at the top end of town, close to Victoria Markets, but it had challenges. There were zoning restrictions, there were height challenges, and yet Katsalidis was given the brief. And he was given a very clear and precise brief. The brief was this: create a masterpiece, create a home, create an environment here within this new development that will inspire those that live within it. And I don't think there's a person here today that could argue that Katsalidis responded so well to that brief, so succinctly in creating this magnificent building and indeed giving us the opportunity here for the first time publicly to offer for competition this magnificent apartment that we're within. As the agents, if we didn't know of the desirability before we were given the opportunity to represent it, well, we certainly know now because you've told us. The inquiry has been phenomenal. In fact, since the day the sale was announced in The Age, we've had inquiry upon inquiry, astute judges wanting to know more about this building that they haven't had the opportunity to see before. And we had all the smart buyers in town, many of whom just simply weren't on the market at the time. And you know it yourself, those that are here to bid, that weren't looking for a property when this sale was announced, but couldn't resist the opportunity to inspect this apartment. And once you've been here, of course, couldn't resist the opportunity to bring friends and advisors back just to check your own judgment, because this is an exciting apartment. And ladies and gentlemen, I won't apologise for my enthusiasm and excitement in selling this property. It's not a hard property to sell. It's a magnificent apartment, and I know that you agree with me. So many of you agree with me what an important sale it is today. It's also a sad sale in some ways because the circumstances that bring the property onto the market. 2 years ago, the Kents, our vendors, saw this property advertised the first day off plan. And they raced into the sales office and they snapped up this apartment within minutes. In those days, they were living in a Toorak mansion, which, by the way, they've only just sold to move into the property. And ironically, a few days after the sale of their Toorak mansion, Mr. Kent received a significant job offer, which was a promotion. So after 2 agonising long years waiting to move from Toorak into this magnificent environment, he's indeed saddened when he provided me with the reserve price a few minutes ago, because the lifestyle here is one that he'd been waiting for to enjoy. So it's ironic that the timing is such that he's just had that opportunity snapped away from him. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to asking for your bids, there's a couple of things I'll be doing. One is I'm just going to briefly price you the contract. And those of you that have taken draft contracts, and I know there's a number of you, those of you that have taken draft contracts can bid with confidence, because indeed today the original contract that I'm selling under is precisely consistent with those documents that were previously taken. I'll price you the particulars of sale, the general conditions. If you have any questions at this late stage, I'll welcome them in a moment or two. The property address, of course, as advertised, apartment 2401, Republic Tower, the address being 299 Queen Street in Melbourne. In legal terms, it's known as Certificate of Title, Volume 2618, Folio 501, and of course the attachments in here to confirm that information also. The chattels, well, they're very straightforward. The fixed floor coverings and the light fittings above, they're your inclusions. The terms of purchase are very straightforward indeed also. The initial deposit today, 10%. The residue of purchase monies won't be called upon until possession date, and that's 60 days from today's date. All the annexures, all the warranties, all the vendor disclosure documentation required by state legislation so you can make a safe purchase here today, they've all been firmly attached to the contract as required. The general auction conditions, well, they don't vary from auction to auction. I'll just briefly précis those with you also. The highest bidder simply will be the purchase of the property, subject to reaching or indeed exceeding the reserve price that I've been provided. I think it's most conservative, and I think it will ensure a sale today in the next few minutes. In the event of any disputed bid, and we hope there isn't one, but if there is a disputed bid, the auctioneer has the sole and exclusive right to, on the spot, arbitrate and resolve such a dispute, and his decision will be final in that regard. I'll also mention that if you are here bidding on behalf of someone who was unable to attend the auction, we welcome your representation. But please provide to me a written copy prior to your bid of such an authority to ensure that we can acknowledge and confirm the principle that you're bidding on behalf of. Ladies and gentlemen, in essence, that's the contract, straightforward and fair in my opinion. Are there any questions prior to having your bids taken in regard to the contract, the terms, the auction sale or the property itself?
Mr. Auctioneer, my solicitor faxed me this morning information regarding the body corporate. The information that faxed to me shows that the penthouse has an entitlement to all the other units within the complex. My understanding that being one of the penthouses, it should have a greater entitlement and a voting right than those for standard apartments. What information do you have in relation to this?
So the information is correct, and the developer has the opportunity when they are strataing the property to allocate the entitlement, which is basically dependent upon the size of the apartments. Now the entitlement is similar, it's slightly more, it's not significantly more, but there is a slightly higher entitlement for the penthouse owner. So in essence, your solicitor is right. They are very similar to the sub-penthouses, but that is based upon the allocation of square meterage for the apartment itself. Does that answer your question? Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, any other questions prior to having your bids made to me in regard to the property or the auction? All right, buyers, well, the moment's arrived, and some of you have been waiting 2 years since you missed the property originally, and of course some of you have been waiting 3 or 4 weeks. Whichever way, it's only moments away for the opportunity. And I think today is an opportunity to take a slice of this magnificent cosmopolitan lifestyle of New Melbourne. Vibrancy, cosmopolitan lifestyle, eateries abound, right on your doorstep. In fact, the Republic Tower has all of the facilities that the rest of Melbourne is clamouring for, and they're here today and available to you if you acquire the property in the next few minutes. I think that the urban gentrification of Melbourne, in hindsight, as we look back, this building will play and has already played a significant role in that. I mean, look at the lifestyle on your doorstep here. We've got Victoria Markets. We're gazing out across the road and we can see the markets there, and they're a block away. You go up to the health club and you can see in the westerly direction, so close to us, the new Docklands and Dockland stadiums, 4 blocks away from here. Of course, if you buy today, your corner local store becomes Daimaru, a block and a half away in an easterly direction. There's a 5-star bakery and delicatessen down below on street level within your own building. This is indeed, without doubt, a lifestyle-enhancing property. Little Burke Street, Chinatown, in fact, Carlton close to us. The eateries and the alfresco and the fine dining opportunities are virtually limitless. And let's remember again the designer, Nonda Katsoulidis, whose reputation does precede him and should precede him. What a great architect, what great vision he had. And this is the manifestation of that vision that he brings here today. Create a magnificent environment which will inspire people to live within it. And he's achieved that. And you will benefit from that achievement here today. Nonda Katsoulidis, by the way, is the architect's architect. He leads design he doesn't follow, and we can clearly see that here today in Republic Tower. In fact, 6 architects, high-profile local Melbourne architects, have bought into this building as their own, as if you didn't need any more endorsement than you've already had on your decision to buy here today. Ladies and gentlemen, from today onwards, as your colleagues back in the CBD workplace battle the inevitable big city gridlock commute, you're going to be sitting in your sky terrace relaxing. Or you might be doing a few laps in the 25-metre pool in the health club. But the lifestyle indeed is an enviable one. This is a AAA investment in real estate, no doubt. But more importantly, this is a AAA investment in your lifestyle. This is your opportunity to acquire and hold the property. Think of the floor plan, magnificent, and you've all had the opportunity in the last half an hour to wander over the apartment, which has been so cleverly designed over 2 levels. And what does that mean? What that means is you have a nice separation of living and bedroom accommodation, but more importantly, it gives every single room in the apartment a northern orientation and a view. Where else can you find an apartment approaching 30 squares in which every single room has a view and a northern orientation? You just won't find it in the Age next Saturday or the Saturday afterwards. It's here today and it will be for sale at market value. Take that opportunity. The generous 3-bedroom accommodation, ample for most families and indeed for guests arriving from overseas. On the lower level that we're doing the auction in, this gorgeous open plan living space, just tucked in the corner across is that marvellous study library area off onto the Sky Terrace. And remember the finishes. There's no detail too small for Katsulitis' eye. You can see that. From the door furniture, from those lovely chrome handles, solid sculptured handles, to the limestone, to the black granite and the aubergine floor coverings. This is quality. And buyers, there's never been a better opportunity to buy than there is today. For those of you who missed 2 years ago, when these apartments in 2 weeks were virtually all sold out, and you had your opportunity whipped away from you, now is the day to secure that property you've been dreaming of. Buyers, don't miss that opportunity for a few more bids. Don't miss that opportunity for a few $1,000s. Rest assured, the bidding will be competitive. Rest assured, it's highly likely to go above the pre-set limit that you had in your mind when you arrived here today. But what great property, what property of this calibre will ever sell inexpensively, cheaply? They always go a bit more than you think. And buyers looking back 2 and 3 years later, they always look inexpensive, and you know that. So learn from that and make sure this is your apartment today. Ladies and gentlemen, that moment's arrived for you to provide me with an opening, fair bid, an offer on the property. I know there's good interest, and I know that by this late stage you've made an assessment as to your bidding range, the likelihood of where the property in your opinion will fall, so I'm happy to start the bidding at the lower end of that range if you like, buyers. A nice comfortable offer to start the bidding off. I'll declare it available for your competition. At what level, buyers? Where do we start it? One at a time, if you don't mind. We don't want to confuse the bidding. What's it worth, buyers? Bid me away, what, 900,000, say? Nice gentle start of 900,000 in that vicinity. It's rarely bought with the first bid, buyers, you tell me. Or perhaps 800. All right, I'll go as low as $800,000, Matt. I appreciate your offer, and I wish you the best of luck at 800. I'll take a $25,000 increment. I have it there at 825. Good to see you. At 825 and 50. 850 is the bidding. I have it here, sir, 75 if you like. 850 is the bidding. Would you say 75? At 50 you're out. You're out also, madam, on the left-hand side. 850 is bid 75, back in. At 875's here, so don't miss out. 900. 9's the bid now, looking for 25. Against you both. First bidder out, under bidder out also. 9's a bid. Is there 925? At $900,000 only the bid, and it's here in the centre. At 925, well bid. At 925's the bidding now, is there 50? You're back in, sir, at 50. At 925, 50. 4 of you here at 950's the bidding now, make it 75. Or be bold, bid me $1 million. At 950's the bidding now, 75. They're back again at 975. New bidder out. Is there $1 million bid? Round me off at $1 million. It's against you. Talk to him, madam. At $1 million if you like. He's out at this stage. At 975 and 1,020,000. 1,020,000 I've got here. At $1,020,000 now, 40. I'll take 40. At 1,040,000, sir. Was that 60? 1,040,000, you're out. At 1,040,000 now, looking for 60. At 1,040,000 is the bid now. Just hold the bid there. Is that a question, sir? A bid here from you? 1,040,000, sir. At 1,040,000 is the bidding here. Are you participating in the auction, sir? Because if you are drinking alcohol, I'm unable to take your bid. At 1,040,000, madam, you are too, so I can't take yours either. At 1,040,000 is the bidding now. Is there 60? At 1,040,000, I'm bidding now 60, back with the original bidder, 80. At 1,080,000 now. Round me off at 1.1. I've got 90 now. I've got 1,090,000, sir, and I'll get 10 from you, I know. At 1,090,000 is the bidding 1. At 1,001,000. 1,001,000's a bid. Give me a 10 again. At 10 I've got at the back. 1,001,010. At 1,001,010 looking for 20. At 1,001,010, 20. At 1,001,010, 20 I've got there, sir, but make it 30. At 1,001,020 is the bid. 130, could I say? Bid me 130 at 1,130,000, could I say? First time against you at 1,120,000, make it 30. 30's here at 1,130,000, good judge. At 1,130,000 now, 40 I'll take. At 1,140,000, at 1,140,000, sir, 50. 1,150,000, 45, I'll do your 5 again, 50. 50 I've got. At 1,150,000 is the bid. At 1,155,000 I'll take. At 1,150,000 here. 1,150,000's here, 5. 1,155,000, so say 60. At 1,155,000's a bid here. Looking for 60. At 1,155,000's a bid here. Are you here at 60 in front? I'm sure you are. At 60. At 1,155,000's here. Looking for 60 I've got. 1,065,000. 1,160,000's a bid. Looking for 65 from you, madam. Come back into the bidding. I'm just getting excited now. At 1,160,000's against you. Make it 5. At 1,160,000 now. Haven't heard from you, sir, in the middle for a while. At 1,165,000 I'll take. First time at 1,160,000. You all done? At 1,160,000 twice. At 1,160,000 you're done. Are you back into the bidding, sir? Is there 5 at 1,160,000? I'll take it from you now, so 2.5, 5. 5 I've got, 1,165,000, 7.5. At 1,165,000's the bidding now. Make it 7.5. 1,165,000. Are we coming back in here? Talk to him, madam. At 1,165,000 you're out. Make it 7.5. At 1,165,000, what do you say? Back in for another one just before we go. I'm just getting warmed up. Make it 6. 1,167,500, 70, 1,170,000 now. Make it 2.5, 1,172,500. So come back with your 2.5. Bid me 1,175,000. Are you out? Surely not. At 1,175,000, at 1,175,000, good judge. Keep talking to him. At 1,175,000's a bid. Are we there for 77.5 before I go? Surely you won't miss it, sir. 1,175,000's a bid. Come back into the bidding at 77.5. Yes? 6, I'll take 1,000. I'm going to take 1,000, madam. Easy. 6, 1,177,000 now. At 1,177,000, bid me 80. 1 million. Can I round it at 80, sir? It'll sound better when you tell your friends. What do you say? At 1,177,000, what do we say before we go? Surely, first time at 1,177,000, 80 I've got. There's the good judge. 1,181,000. At 1,182,000, 1,181,500. Or 5,000 was it? 1,185,000, sir, but don't be intimidated. 6, good on you. At 1,187,000 here. Bid me 1,190,000 or 1.2, sir. You're the strong bidder. What do you say? At 1,187,000, bid me 90. 1,187,000, you win? Surely. 1,187,000. First time against you, don't miss out. Not for $1,000. No, it's your bid, so I wouldn't do that to you. 1,190,000 now. At 1,190,000, and it's back in your favour, and don't let him take it. 2.5. 1,192,500. 1.2. Was that 1.2 from you? Good bid. 1.2 is the offer. But, sir, often they've bought 1 or 2 bids over the round number, and you know that. 1.2. Good bidding. 1,210,000's the bidding now. 20. It started again. Second win. 1,220,000's the bidding now. 30 if you like. Haven't forgotten you in the front. At 1,225,000. I'll run with you in 5. Let's go in 5, sir. Keep it going. At 1,225,000's the bid. 30. Don't miss it. 1,225,000, it's here. He's taking it from you. Make it 30, well bid. 1,230,000 now. So you won't lose it. 1,235,000, I'm sure. At 1,235,000, if you want it, got it. 1,235,000's a bid now. Back to you, your turn at 40. Or here, madam, the original bidder back in. Perhaps it's going to sell. 1,235,000's a bid. Make it 40. Before we go, give you an opportunity, sir. I'm waiting for the original bidder to come back in at 1,240,000 and take it away. What do you say? 1,235,000. Think about it. First time at 1,230,000. The bid's here. It's against you, sir. I'd hate to see you miss it. Well bid 40. 1,240,000's the bidding here. At what's your decision, sir? 45, I know. 1,245,000, or just what do you say? 1,250,000, 1.25. That's a good bid, isn't it? 1,240,000's the bid. 45's the bidding now. Do you say 50? 7.5, 50. Back here, just round it off. Easy as that. $2,500. That's all it takes. 1.25 before you miss out. Republic Tower, your opportunity. Make it 1.25. It's 47.5 here. $2,500. Don't let him lose it for 2.5. Make it 1.25. Or here, 1,247,500's the bidding now. All done, buys, and finished at 1,247,500. 8.5, 50. 1. You said that last time, sir. I won't do that. Just pop 1,000 on top, just for fun. It's only money. What do you say? 1,251. You sure? Keep working on him, madam. 1,250,000's the bid here. First time at 1,250,000 is the offer, and it's here, done and finished. Second time at 1,250,000, all silent, all finished. Third and finally, you're sure, you know I'm selling it, on the market, 1,250,000, done, finished, silent, all done, all finished. Your property if there's no more bid. Congratulations, sold in your favour, sir. Sir, congratulations to you as the purchaser. It's a fine home. Sir and madam, commiserations as the underbidders and the other interested parties. We do appreciate your interest and your attendance. The best of luck, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.